Hello everybody, I'm Lady Nika, and with last night's episode of If Loving You Is Wrong. As you can see, we are putting the name of the title of the episodes from now on. I won't be using the actual show's name anymore and any more of my titles. It'll just be the name of that particular episode that I'll be reviewing, and we're gonna do it like that from now on, and it's not that big of a deal. You just have to pay attention to those of you who are subscribed to me to the name of the episode, or you can check the playlist to see if anything has been updated that you do watch, because I understand that everybody don't watch my reviews. So if you don't watch my reviews, just check the playlist and see where, the latest updates on there. Because as I release a video, I always put it in the playlist. So if you've been following me for a while and you're used to the titles of shows, it won't be there anymore. And we're just going to leave it like that for a while, okay? We're not going to put the title of the show. We're just going to put the title of that particular episode. Also, yesterday I did a Spreaker where a few of y'all had said that you could not hear me. I don't know what was going on with that. I didn't have the speakers hooked up to the computer like I do in the past and try to make it sound better. It sounded fine on my end, and a couple other people who watched it said they could hear me, but some of y'all couldn't. You have to know I did not know that it was going to be that way, so I do apologize for that as well. And going forward, I will try to double check to make sure that the quality of the sound is where you can hear what I'm saying clearly. So, going forward, that's it, y'all. That's all the church announcements I got for the beginning of the review. We're going to jump right on into the review. It's Enemy Secrets. It's Season 3, Episode 4. Now, we pick up with Natalie, where we left off. Natalie, Lucian, Alex, and Randall. And Natalie really was doing too damn much, if you ask me, in this episode. You allowed Randall to text you and tell you your man at the neighborhood red house, and you really kind of went out. You came out your way over there, girl. She out there. She see Alex hug Lucian. Randall got that steering wheel, that 18-wheeler steering wheel, directly in her back. Child, he just digging it deeper and deeper. He taunting her, and as he's taunting her, Lucian opens the door at to Alex's house, because he's getting ready to leave. He getting ready to leave out of there. So instead of her being able to just talk to a man, she started asking why he up in there. Why he up there with her. She even went so far as to try to lunge at Alex, to which Lucian stopped her. And then she wants to hit him with, "You protecting your hoe now, huh?" While Randall still making a complete ass of himself out there. Child, please. Talking about, we seen you in there. We seen you in there, dog. What you doing in there so long? Just being an ass. That's all he was doing, being an ass. He tell Nelly, let's go talk. She saying she not going nowhere. She acting a complete damn fool. And like I said, Randall is taunting the shit out of Natalie and Alex, because she was out there trying to make him stop too, with just mere words. That man got so much power over them in his words. It's unbelievable. Now, finally, he do get Natalie down in front of their house, and she questioning him, are you messing around with Alex? Uh, is that your baby? And although he insulted and he hurt by that, he tell her hell to the no. He also told her that she should feel like a fool because she allowed Randall, the village idiot, to make her come all out of herself. Child, he said, I was only down there because he was harassing her. And I stopped by there because she gave me a call to make him leave her alone. And Natalie say, well, how she got your number? He said, all your girlfriends got my number. She said, how? She forgot she gave her man number to everybody. I said, girl, if you don't stop it, you better. Then she started saying, I don't want you around the bitch. He told her, he said, you know what? Don't call her that, because she not doing a thing with me. Randall continuously is harassing this woman, something that you are aware of. So that's why I was there. He tell her she jumping to conclusions and acting a fool right now. He also told her to get off that bullshit, cause you letting that food get under your skin and you're coming at me. And then he had a very viable question. How in the hell did you know that I was down here? She said Randall texted her. So he said, well, how he get your number? And y'all notice we didn't get no answer to that. Now we gonna assume it's because they've so been friends with Marcy. That's why he got the number, but she didn't answer that. He said, now, girl, Alex, and me, come on now, Alex, come on. You know better than that. He basically tell her yet again, Randall played you like a fiddle, and you played right along with it. You went right along with it acting a fool when you know I didn't have anything to do with this woman's baby, and I don't have nothing to do with her. Only dealings I have with her is because she called me, because she got my number from you to help her with that situation with him playing all that loud ass music, and she got that newborn baby. So he ended up telling her, look, I love you and I respect you. I respect you too much to even try to play you like that. She kind of realized that she done made a complete fool of herself and say she needed him. She actually was needing him all that time she was calling because she needed him to talk to Justice because he said he stabbed Ramsey and he was very detailed about it. Now Lucian say, we gonna go in there and talk to him right now. She tell him that let's just wait till in the morning. And I was frustrated because, girl, you done been calling this man all day, because this is just one day. You done been calling this man all day, back to back harassing him while he was down to the police station, and from what it seems like he's the only cop in Maxine police department that does any work. So you've been calling him all day knowing he had other stuff going on. He been putting you off, putting you off, not because he wanted to but because he had to. And finally, after you act the fool with him, accused him of sleeping with the neighborhood rat, you had nerve enough to now say let's wake the boy up tomorrow. Girl, you did all of this to get this man home to tell him about this. When he's ready to act on it, now you say wait till in the morning. Nelly need her hood card taken. I ain't lying. She need her hood card snatched clean up out of her. Cause girl, you ain't acting like you from the hood. You ain't got no sense about yourself. And girl, please, come on. Now we go down to the police station and Kelly talking with Ian about Travis. He said that he hasn't heard of him. He hasn't heard from that judge yet, so bail hasn't been set for her. It'll probably be tomorrow. She realized she got to spend the night. What choice do she have in the matter? She asked him, look, before you leave, how much is this service costing me? He told her $300 an hour, and she almost lost it. I can't afford that. So he say, look, I'm doing this as a favor to Lucian. We're going to work something out. Don't worry about that. And she asked him, before you leave, could you call down to my job and tell them, just a sick, and I'll give them a call later. So he agreed to do all of that for her. Now, child, you got Steven and Esperanza talking in that hallway, and she's saying that she had hoped that Eddie would have talked at least told them the truth, if for no other reason but for the sake of their daughter. And did y'all peep that Steven tried to holler at Esperanza? I mean, kind of past that a little bit. Gonna tell her time out regardless, Mika will always have a beautiful mama. I said, boy, if you don't stop and sit down some damn well, you ain't got no chance in hell of being with Miss Esperanza. You ain't her type, honey. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me down in the panty, if you will. But I do recall, wasn't it a few seasons ago, it was something said about him, Eddie and Captain. Like, they play on both teams. I could have sworn that Eddie threatened him, said something about he like cross dressing and boys. I could be wrong, but because it's so many of these shows, child. But I swear I remember that there. I remember that. Plus, he don't fit the profile of the type of dudes that Esperanza would even be looking at. So he ain't got no chance in hell, and she proved that by she walking away from him. So he going there to take Eddie his food, right? And it was slop, of course, and Eddie's not feeling his ass or his generosity. he brought up a time when Steven and him so-called robbed the kid, and Steven didn't he ain't bite it, child, he ain't bite it out. He said, that ain't never happened, but nice try. Then Eddie said to Steven, Lucian and y'all coming here pointing fingers, but both of y'all the same thing I am. Y'all dirty cops too. He said, but soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna scream to the highest ranking official, that you, Captain, and myself all killed those rookies. Steven said, but they were all shot before they got there. Eddie said, no, they were all shot before Lucian got here. But your hands a little bit dirty. And so he tell him, well, Eddie, make your next move your best move. And apparently he did, because next week we see this fool is out of jail. Anyway, Natalie's silly ass can't sleep. Now Lucian done been working his ass off. We don't see Lucian do nothing but a bunch of damn work. But here she go. When he finally lay down to try to rest his whole soul and his body and his damn mind, she waking him up. Because she worried that they got a cold-blooded killer in their damn living room, sleep on the couch. Lucian said that boy didn't a bit more do that than a man in the mood. She talking about, we don't know, because he was very, very detailed. She won't let him sleep, so to calm her down, he get on the phone and call Ian. Ian said, I was going to call you in the morning anyway, because you ain't ever tell me old girl couldn't pay. He said, look, right now she having some financial difficulties, but he's good for it. Ian said, this a lot for one case, and Lucian said, but I got you though. So apparently he know Lucian will have his back, so he says, okay. He also tells him, look, her 10-year-old son, Justin, just told my fiance, Natalie, that this child, that he killed this man, and he was very detailed in his description of what went down. So, of course, he tells him, I'm going to come through there in the morning, and I'm going to get a statement from him. And Lucia said, okay. They'll keep him home from school. Child, they hang up, and Lucian told Natalie he going back to bed. She talking about, she staying up. Better safe than sorry. Girl, you crazy as hell. Now, Brad comes back from fixing Marcy ties and stuff, and he can tell in Alex's face something is bothering her. So she tells him about the incident where right after he left, Randall decides he's going to pump loud music, to which I don't know what that song was. Some of y'all was asking me in the panic what that song was. I don't know. You have to look that up. I don't know what song that was. It sounded like an old good blues song, but I don't know what it was. Anyway, she say Lucian came through and handled that for him, and he was like, good to have a cop in the neighborhood. She said, yeah, but he could tell something more. So she begins to tell him, once upon a time, he did try to take me to court for custody. Well, the judge ordered a DNA test, and when that DNA test came back, it said that Randall was not the father. She said, I don't know how that happened. I'm assuming that the doctor did it because she was aware that Randall had been harassing me and stressing me out, and because she has been a family friend to us for years, and I feel like maybe she switched the DNA, because there's no way it was supposed to come back showing that Randall wasn't the father, because I've only been with two men. That would be you and that would be Randall, and clearly it's not your baby. So she don't know what's going on with that, and she's a little bit stressed out about it. Brad asked her, was she certain? She said positive. She said, I've never been with anybody other than you. He don't know what to think about it. She don't either. So he tell her to, because she says she going to go see the doctor that morning and see if she can get some understanding as to what went down. Brad tell her, okay. And he just go to the bathroom, take him a shower. But did y'all notice that look on his face? Either he confused as she is, or he knows something. I don't know. Now, Ian arrives to go see Lucian, and he notices this empty house on the block, and he calls Marcy. He telling her that, he found the house and he gave the address, and she say she know it. As a matter of fact, I used to live across the street. He said, well, I would like to see the house. She tells him, let me get in touch with the listing agent, and I'll get back to you and let you know when we can go view it, okay? So he goes over to Lucian's house and introduces Natalie, and Lucian go get Justin, bring him out, and he introduces himself not as a police officer, but as his mother's attorney. And Justin, he won't know when his mama gonna get out. They said they working on it, okay? Then he begins to tell the story of how he came into Ramsey's house through the back door and stabbed him while he was in the shower. He said as he stabbed Ramsey 52 times, Ramsey was only able to say stop. Justin said he did it because he felt like that Ramsey was taking his mother away from him. And Ian asked if he acted alone. He said he did, and then he asked again, when is my mom coming home? Lucian asked to speak with Ian outside a moment, so they go outside to talk about what he done just said. So we're going to put that on pause. Let's go back over to Brad and Alex's house yet again, because he is awakened by the crying of the baby. Alex in the bathroom, so he gets up, and he went and got the baby to calm the baby down. I said he might as well, if he gonna accept her back, he gotta accept this baby. I don't know if it could have been me, but I will say that if you gonna take her back, you might as well gonna take her all the way back. And he can't ignore the child, even though we don't understand why he went back to her, cause this heifer is too much. She come out the bathroom to see Brad comforting the baby. It's now 8:30 a.m. and she done got the kids off to school. He said, well, why didn't you wake me up? She said, because I don't want to confuse the children. I don't want to get their hopes up if you're not staying. And she asked him, is he staying? He said he wants to. So she tells him, look, I'm finna head on out to this doctor's office. He tell her, look, when you find out something, call me and let me know what's going on. So they exchange their I love yous, and she leaves out. And she was doing good getting to that car because, of course, Randall got that damn sensor on our house. All he do is every time he hear, he knows somebody coming out. He gonna go out there and mess with her. He come out there talking about, good morning, home. She was ignoring him, like I said, and she should have just gotten in her car and took off. It don't matter if it crushed toes, foot, knocked his ass over, or whatever. But no, she got to sit there and allow him to aggravate her. He telling her that, go on run me over so I can have your ass locked up. She told him, leave me alone, I'm warning you. He said, what you warning me for? All the hillbillies dead. She said, not all. He said, oh, you talking about Eddie? Oh, you talking about Eddie? Well, baby, from what I understand, his number is up too. So she finally drives off, and I'm like, girl, you should have just did all that in the first place. Why do you keep giving this man an ounce of your energy? That's why he does this, because he know he getting on your nerve. If you pay him dust, he will go away, just like dust do. Anyway, now Ian telling Lucian outside he don't think that Justice did it. They both agree. Justice didn't do this, but they both agreeing somebody set him up to say all of this here. Okay. Ian is like 52 stab wounds. He looks at the EME report. EME reports Ramsey had 52 stab wounds. Ian said, no. Lucian said, but I just can't see him taking that big man down. Ian said, well, the first stab wound was to the kidneys, and that took him down right there. Lucian say, well, how would he know to hit him the first time in that area to disable him like that? Ian is saying, you'll be surprised at what these kids know today, especially when they got the access to the internet. Lucian ain't trying to hit. Ian questions, you think that possibly Kelly did in fact do this and she told her son what to say? Lucian said, how? She been in jail all day. She hasn't spoken with her son. So he said, well, it's definitely something that worthy to be investigated. So he's gonna go to court right now because he needs to go try to see if he can get Kelly bail, which he did actually get Kelly bail. But when he coming there to tell her, he telling her like it's gonna be cost free, and she finds out she need $50,000. We all know she don't have it because Travis has messed with her finances. He asked her about the equity in her home. She said she got a little bit there. He said, let's use that. So she's going to wind up using this equity in her home, basically putting her house up just to get out of jail, okay? While he was there, he also asked her about Justice and an incident at school, I guess the year prior, where he stabbed the kid. She said the kid was a bully, isolated incident. My son is like that. He ends up telling her, look, he didn't confess to killing Ramsey. She ain't trying to hear that. She said my son did not do that. That's one thing he didn't do. He didn't do that. Did I mention to y'all that Marcy had called in and told him that that home in the neighborhood that she lived in with Randall, it'll be available for viewing at noon, and he said he is going to be there for that after he leaves court. He went to court to get Natalie her stuff, her bail. Okay. Next thing we see is Marcy at the doctor's office, who happens to be the same doctor that is Alex's doctor as well, and the baby doing well. The doctor warns no stress because that could affect, the baby. But right now it's a healthy child, and the baby. She even told her we'll see you in 4 weeks, and at that time we can tell you the sex of the baby. But she could tell her right then. Either way, she's saying she don't know. She want to know right now. So we're gonna put that on pause. Now she leaving the doctor's office, runs into Alex. Alex tell her the next time you need your tire change it your damn self. Don't call my husband. Marcy say, girl, I'm a damsel in distress. I ain't no hillbilly. I can't do that shit. She basically telling Alex like she always do, but see, Alex had one up on her this time, unfortunately. Marcy said, you acting all tough and bad. Alex said, nah, I ain't trying to act tough and bad, but here's the thing. You keep messing with me, and you keep calling my husband. I'm going to go on over there and tell Randall that you're pregnant with his baby. She tried to say it was Brad. Alex told her, nah, bitch, it ain't Brad's baby, because if it was Brad's, it wouldn't be Brad's baby, because Brad had a vasectomy years ago. And if you do the math, it's Randall's baby. She basically telling her back off or I'm gonna tell Randall. And as she's saying that, the elevator door opens and who is standing there that hears her say, if you don't back off, I'll tell Randall. Randall. So he won't know what's supposed to be gonna be told to him. Child, and that's where it cut off at. It was alright episode last night. Wasn't all of that to me, but it was something to wet the palate a little bit. You please get down in the panel if I forgot anything that you feel was significant in last night's episode and let me know. Y'all remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And remember always, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. Y'all have a good remainder to your week. Fuck shit Friday, and Queen Sugar will be late. I have some stuff I need to take care of. Plus, I kind of need a woosah moment. So, I will be back Friday or Saturday with those reviews. I don't get no whole lot of reviews on Queen Sugar anyway, so I don't feel like I'm cheating y'all. But I will do the review because I started it and I like the show, so I'll do it. I'll make sure I get that out to you all before Saturday. So it'll probably, everything will come out Friday evening. It'll be Fuck Shit Friday as well as Queen Sugar. So y'all have a good remainder to your day. I'll see you guys back Friday evening, and we're gonna pick this shit up and do it then, okay? Y'all have a good day. Peace.